So I was at the store and I saw this beautiful squash. This is actually a red curry squash. And I thought to myself, that is beautiful. What can I do with that? Well, here's my idea.
Now, similar to a lot of other winter squash, the red curry squash has a pretty tough exterior. And one way I like to get around that is to simply pop it into the oven at 350 degrees for just about 15 to 20 minutes. This doesn't cook the squash, it just simply softens up the skin a bit, making it a lot easier to peel it without any fuss. The squash will be warm, but not too hot to handle. And from there, I simply cut the squash in half and scoop out the seeds. Then I take the halves and I slice them into wedges, which can oftentimes be a little oddly shaped, due to just how curry squash is. Then I just dice the wedges into small bite-sized pieces, doing whatever I can to maintain a similar size in each one, but I definitely don't sweat over this process. The goal is just to get everything chopped up into small bite-sized pieces, any way I can. And just one squash produces a lot of volume, which is great when you're trying to save money on food. And I pour mine into these deli containers so I can store it in the fridge and use it anytime I need to over the next week or so. Now into a large bowl, I'm going to place 10 boneless chicken thighs, and I'm going to marinate them in a half a cup of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of salt, about a teaspoon of black pepper, and then 2 teaspoons of dried thyme, oregano, basil, paprika, cumin, and coriander. Then I drizzle on about a tablespoon's worth of honey. Then add 6 to 8 cloves of crushed garlic, and the juice of about 5 to 6 small limes. Then I mix everything up until the chicken is thoroughly coated in that marinade. Then I just cover it and stick it in the fridge to rest until I'm ready to make supper.
Now I'll save one of these for later, but this one I'm gonna pour right into here. Just a large roasting tray here. And I'll cut up a few potatoes as well. Roughly the same size pieces here. Just add that right in. Okay, then 2 small onions. Just sliced lengthwise here. All right, those go in as well. Just spread them out a bit. Okay, then just a drizzle of olive oil here. And some salt. Black pepper. And maybe a little bit of those herbs from earlier. All right, so I'm just gonna cover this up now. And this is just gonna chill until the chicken is done marinating and I'm ready to make supper. So we will see you then.
Now, unfortunately, I forgot to turn my mic on during this part, so you just have to bear with me here. But basically, I preheated my oven to 400 degrees, and I just have to place the chicken on top of the vegetables. And my sweet daughter Cassidy comes over to ask what we're having for dinner, and is more than happy to help. It's not often that the kids are willing to help, but I'm very grateful when they are. And I do find that the more involved children are with food, the more likely they are to eat it and enjoy it, because they're invested in it personally. Now I place the whole thing into the oven at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, there we go. Looking good. Chicken's got a nice little char on it. Vegetables are cooked. The smell is fantastic.
There's plenty here for dinner tonight and lunch the next day.
Let's give us a taste, guys.
All right. The chicken is so tender.
A lot of flavor, huh?
Yeah, that's a lot of flavor. I love it.
You guys like the squash?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what we're having for dinner tonight.
Oh, yeah. You should totally make this and go cook something delicious for someone you love.